Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Powers through. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Breaks loose at the 40. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Tar Heels. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? To the air. It's Iamaleava. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Plenty of time to throw. Firing to the right side. Receiver left alone. Wide open downfield. Tackle, but forced down.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. Great cut there. He shreds the tackle. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
He moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Back-to-back sacks, and this home crowd is going berserk for this third and long. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Third down and a mile, looking to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
No fair catch. He feels the punt.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your North Carolina Tar Heels will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
And the Tar Heels looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
North Carolina, 23, Texas, 7.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them want.
This offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And the pass falls incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Direct snap to the back. Breaking tackles. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. Enough for the 1st, but still going. 4th set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Gets made on the out route. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense gets pushed back. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Texas.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. And it's caught for a 2-point conversion, so now they're down just 1 score.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And now another deep ball here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going.
Texas.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. Look at that. He's still going. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And this one is getting ugly.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
15.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And your North Carolina Tar Heels will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Great footwork, a big opening now. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Using his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff in a single back formation. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
44, Texas, 23.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Fighting off the tackler. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Touchdown, Longhorns. It was a foot race and he won it. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
North Carolina, 44, Texas, 30.
Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now. This one is dropped. No one around him. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a missed opportunity here. A chance for a big play. He's wide open. I think he starts to maybe think too much about making a play and trying to score a touchdown. Just drops the football.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass rush closing in. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, that quarterback seemed to be back there forever, waiting to find somebody open. He should have just thrown it away or just taken off. Instead, waiting all that time allows the defense to get to him. They come up with a sack.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Launching downfield. Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas, 37.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This has been a fun offensive showdown. Back and forth. Who's going to get the ball last and win it? And the single back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. At the 10 now. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina. Now they line up to kick the extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. He has first down yardage at the 46. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The offense going with the hurry-up.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pass is incomplete on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up.
Third quarter play. This is North Carolina. 51. Texas. 37.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. It's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Back to pass. It's Ayamaleva. He's moving out of the pocket now. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
North Carolina. 56. 44.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They stop him right at the 24.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And the back gets the football. Breaking free at the 35. Using a strong stiff arm. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Physical running, fights off the defender. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
North Carolina, 58, Texas, 44.
Return starts from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab down the middle. It's McCray. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Close to the tight end. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Trying to create here on the move. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Important second down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava running out of time in the pocket. The tight end has got it. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Caught near the goal line. And he's down at the 3-yard line. It's complete. The sophomore quarterback took a shot as he threw. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. He's sacked and he brought down right at the 5-yard line. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down play for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes the handoff. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels.